Welcome to Tabletop Realms. My name is Mateo. I'm here with Jen today, and we are playing 2,000 points of Age of Sigmar. Jen is back with her Sylvaneth against my Slaves to Darkness today. So we have a sort of new army on the channel, unless you count the Spearhead game. We are playing the better part of Valor. We've got the table set up already. We're going to get into the armies and then get started.
Here is 2,000 points of Sylvaneth. For my General's Regiment, I have my Tree Lord and a Spirit of Durthu. And then I have Drycha and 2 units of 5 Spite Revenants. I have a Tree Lord Ancient and some Hunters with the Greatbows. And then I have an Arc Revenant and the Hunters with the Scythes. And then I am bringing the Primal Spell Lore. My General is just going to be my regular Tree Lord. He is going to have the Seed of Rebirth artifact, and then he is also going to have the Spell Slinger heroic trait, so he is going to be a Wizard 1 as well. And then for my battle formation, I picked Healing Song, so friendly Sylvaneth monsters heal 3 instead of D3 when I use my Endless Growth ability.
Here is the 2,000 points of Slaves to Darkness. We got 3 regiments here, so we will start with the Warlord Regiment. This here is the Warlord Regiment. The army is being led by this Chaos Lord on Daemonic Steed. He is equipped with the Deathmonger Warlord trait and the Conqueror's Crown. So once per battle, he will get to fight twice in one fight phase, and enemy infantry is -5 objective control near him. He is joined by an Exalted Hero of Chaos, 10 Chaos Warriors, and 2 units of 5 Chaos Knights behind him. Our next regiment is Belakor, the Dark Master. He is joined by 3 Ogroids and 10 more Chaos Warriors. And then our third little regiment here is just a Chaos Sorcerer joined by a single Chaos Spawn. We also have the Chaos Endless Spell invocations or manifestations, and we have the Nexus Chaotica back there as our faction terrain. So that is the full 2,000 points of Slaves to Darkness. All right, here is the table after deployment. There are a lot of Tree Lords over there, but I have some guys with axes, so I'm feeling okay. On the Chaos side, we have that 1 Chaos Spawn with 10 Warriors and Belakor. And then in the center of the table, we have the 10 more Warriors, the Sorcerer, and the Ogres. I forgot about my little Exalted Hero over here. That's the middle of the table. And then on this side, we have our Chaos Nexus with the 10 Knights and our Warlord right there. They are looking across the table at a Tree Lord Ancient with 3 Bow Hunters and 5 Spite Revenants. On the center objective over here, we have Drycha with the 3 Kurnoth Hunters and the Arc Revenant. And then we have 2 Tree Lords, the Spirit of Durthu and the regular Tree Lord, with 5 more Spite Revenants. And then the Awakened Wildwood is right there in the center of the table. I finished deploying first, and I believe I am going to let Sylvaneth have the first turn.
Oof. Okay.
So we are gonna get straight into Sylvaneth, turn 1.
Sylvaneth, Hero Phase, turn 1. I am going to try and summon a Burning Head with the regular Tree Lord over here who has the Spell Slinger heroic trait, and I do need a 5 for that. I got a 6. Would you like to try and stop that?
I'll throw a Belakor at it. One of his denies. You got it.
Next up, I'm going to try and summon the Gnashing Jaws with Drycha, and I need a 7 to get that. And I got exactly a 7.
I will... Belakor is in. I will try with Belakor again. There we go.
Shoot!
No Gnashing Jaws.
Fair enough. And then with the Tree Lord Ancient over here, I'm going to try and summon the Emerald Life Swarm. That I need a 6 to get. And I got a 10.
Okay. I am not in range to deny that.
End of the hero phase, we have the Burning Head set up right there. And then we have the Emerald Life Swarm set up over there. And I believe the man across the table has something to say.
I am going to be magically intervening.
Go figure.
I want to try to cast the Darkfire Demon Rift with this Sorcerer. It's a 7, so I need to roll an 8 because of off-turn casting. That's a 6. Great spend of a command point.
Unfortunate. My battle tactic for this turn is going to be seize the center, since Mateo so graciously allowed me to go first. End of movement, turn 1. I scooched up everybody over on this objective. I scooched up everybody on this objective. And I do have 2 guys hiding in my trees to get the seize this center battle tactic. And then you guessed it, scooched everybody up on this objective too. So I will shoot with my Kurnoth Hunters. Shooting phase, turn 1. The Kurnoth Hunters are going to shoot into that unit of knights right over there. They get 2 attacks each plus a champion, and then it is 3s and 3s. Alright, 3 saves, 1 rend.
I put in the 4s. I make 2 of them.
2 damage. The Tree Lord Ancient also has an 18-inch shooting attack, so he's going to go into the same unit of Chaos Knights over there. It is 4s and 3s.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
3 at 1 rend.
4s again.
It is D3 damage. For
4.
4.
So that'll kill this knight and put 2 wounds onto another.
Alright. I'm not going to charge with anybody, so that is the end of the Sylvaneth turn in the first battle round. I have these 3 back objectives, so I get 2 for controlling 1, 2 for controlling 2, and then I did get my battle tactic of seize the center, so it is currently 8-0.
Slaves of Darkness, turn 1. Our battle tactic is going to be do not waver. So I need to have 2 units fight in combat and nobody die this turn. We're going to start with our Chaos Nexus roll. It gets It gets D6 points for 5. So 5 power points on there. For spells, we're going to give this Sorcerer a second try at the Darkfire Demon Rift. He needs a 7. Got it just on the nose.
With Drycha? Oof.
All right, we'll set that up. And then not a spell, but we will roll for his Oracular Visions onto those Chaos Warriors. On a 3-up, he does not get it. Belakor is going to go for the Realm Scourge Rupture, also needing a 7. On a 5, he doesn't get it. And he is going to try to cast Demonic Speed on these Chaos Warriors. He needs a 7 for that. Okay, Belakor. So, we miss Oracular Visions. We miss all those casts. We do get that Realm Scourge Rupture. We do get 5 points, and we do get Magically Intervened, I think. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I would like to try and summon the Burning Head, or not the Burning Head, the Gnashing Jaws with Drycha, so I need a 7. I got an 8.
An 8, which is a 7 from off turn.
Yeah.
I am going to throw the Sorcerer at that. And I'm going to throw that tree around, and I get my karma because I moved your tree.
Should have done that.
You get a Gnashing Jaws. So we have the Gnashing Jaws set up there, and that is the end of the Slaves of Darkness hero phase. We'll get some movement done. Are back from Slaves of Darkness, turn 1 movement. All of the horses and all the king's men are running at those archers. Warriors, ogres, sorcerer, moving up on these trees because the ogres have axes. I feel like that's a good matchup. And Belakor is flying over to join them. And then over here, we have our warriors and our Exalted hero just trying to hold the line against the 2 tree lords. And our spawn rolled his 2d6 for his movement and got 2 1s. So he moved up 2 inches and he is just sitting there having a good time. Shooting for the Slaves of Darkness will just be the Demon Rift. It gets d6 shots. For 1, hitting on a 2. These are into the Wildwoods. Hitting on a 2, wounding on a 3. 1 save on that Wildwood, 1 rend, 1 damage.
5 up. They're fine.
Okay, those are some hardy trees. You are using the covering fire stratagem. Awesome.
For my hunters, and we're gonna put it into probably these guys again.
Gotcha.
And it's gonna be 4s and 3s since it's not my turn.
Awesome.
Oh, buddy.
Ooh. One save, 1 rend. They fail it, so 1 more knight is killed. Charges. I think we have a lot to declare.
Unfortunately.
These knights with a 5 should be in there. The Chaos Lord needs a very tasteful 10-inch charge.
Oh my god.
He's in! Since I did make these 2 charges, and I need to not lose any units for my battle tactic, I think that I am going to hold this unit of knights back. Just because they have the most chance of... They have 12 wounds. The Chaos Gods wouldn't want me to hold them back. They're going in. I was possessed by a Khorne demon, and now my knights are in combat. Over here, we're going to go with the Chaos Warriors. Getting a 10. We're going to go into that Wildwood. And the Ogres charging with a 6. I think that does get them in. 6 misses by about 1/8 of an inch. I'm going to command point that. A 10 will definitely get them in there. And Belakor is going to try to charge in there. I think an 11 is going to do it for him too. These guys are just going to hang out, hold the objective. So that is a bunch of charges. Counter charge. With your last 2 command points here. We do have a counter charge. The Ancient, the Tree Lord Ancient, needs a 10 to sneak around into the back of these knights. Oh! There he is. So he just barely makes it around that rock. It was a very good round of charges for both of us. We're brawling. Starting combat with the Chaos Lord in there. He has 5 swings, 3s and 3s, 2 rend, 2 damage, plus 1 damage in the charge. So 3 damage on these. 3 hits, 3 wounds, 2 rend.
6s. This is into the...
Yep, these are into the hunters.
Yep.
So that is 9 damage total. And then his horse, 5s. All right, his horse doesn't hit. And with the Knights of Chaos rule, I'm going to let that unit of 5 knights fight right after, into that same unit of Kurnoth Hunters. These are 3s and 3s. But they are 3s and 2s because Knights of Chaos gives them +1 to wound. 13, 2 rend, 2 damage saves.
You said 2 rend?
2 rend, 2 damage.
13?
13 of them.
6s. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all of them.
All right, the bow hunters are slain.
The Tree Lord Ancient is going to go into this unit of 3 dudes.
I need them to live. I'm going to all-out defense them, because if they die, I miss my battle tactic.
Yeah. So he gets 5 attacks, 4s and 2s. He is anti-charge. 2 rend, 2 damage.
All right.
4s and 2s. Two at 2 rend.
2 at 2 rend is 5 up armor, 4 up because of all-out defense. They're good.
And then 4s and 2s again.
Good roll. Oh,
2 rend.
5 ups, 4 ups, but
3 damage.
3?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. One of those knights is down to 1 wound. Belakor is going to put his sword attacks into the Kurnoth Hunters and his tail and all of that into the trees. So here are the swords, hitting on 3s and 3s. Crits are auto wounds. So that is 3 auto wounds. And 3s. So 5 wounds at 2 rend, 2 damage on the hunters.
6s. How much damage?
2 damage each. The trees damage rolls.
3, or for Belakor, he takes 3.
Okay.
And then for the ogres, takes 2.
Alrighty.
And then for warriors, they take 2.
Alright, so 3 mortal wounds, 2 mortal wounds, 2 mortal wounds. Belakor has a 6-up ward against that. He does make one of those, so 2 mortal wounds on everybody involved here. Belakor's tail into the trees. 2s and 2s. 1, 2 rend, 3 damage onto the wildwood.
6s. They take how much?
3. Up next we have Drycha in the trees, going into the warriors or the ogres?
The warriors.
Okay.
4s and 4s. 2 rend, 1 damage.
Ooh. 2. We got 2 5-up armors. That is 1 warrior dead out of this fight so far.
3s and 2s. So 3, 2 rend.
2 rend. We got 5-up armors again. I take 2 of them.
4 damage total.
4 damage total. 2 more warriors are killed out of here. All right, I got the ogres in here. I am gonna use my last command point to all-out attack them. We're gonna put 2 of them into the trees, and I don't think they're actually in range of anything else because the trees are holding them back. So we're gonna go all 3 into the trees. These are gonna be 3s and 2s. I'll save it. So that is 6, 1 rend, 2 damage into the trees.
5s.
Make a few, that's 8. That brings the wildwood down to a single health remaining.
Gnashing Jaws into the warriors. 4s and 2s, 1 rend, 1 damage.
Oh. I have 6 4-up armor saves on the warriors. I take 3 of them, so 1 warrior will die, and then we'll put a wound on someone else in there. I'm gonna go with these knights into the Tree Lord Ancient over here. These are 3s and 3s. No buff from Knights of Chaos. It's a very good roll though. And 3s. 7, 2 rend, 2 damage.
5s. 2 damage, you said?
2 damage. So 12 total. So the Tree Lord Ancient takes 12 wounds there.
And while Life Sword into these knights, it gets 2d6 attacks for 5. 4s and 4s.
Alright. I have the remaining 5 warriors here. We're going to go all into the wildwood and just try to finish that guy off. So I have 3s and 3s. Crits are auto wounds. 1 of those. And 3s. So that is 6 total wounds, 1 rend onto that wildwood.
5s. Yep.
Alright, we got the wildwood taken down in the center of the board there.
Spite Revenants are going to go into the knights there. It is 3s and 3s, and they do have crit mortals. That's 2 mortal wounds. 4.
4. So 2 mortals plus 4 3-ups. Oh, so I lose a knight and a wound on another one in that fight.
For the Arc Revenant, he has a Crescent Shield, so he can either give himself a 4-up ward or add 1 to his attack characteristic and 1 to wound rolls. I'm going to pick the aggressive stance, so add 1 to attacks and 1 to wound rolls. So he is going to have 6 attacks, 3s and 3s.
Awesome.
Into Belakor.
Two of those?
1 rend.
4-up saves. His save can't be modified. I take both of them.
2 damage apiece.
Alright, I got some 6-up wards. Alright, Belakor is up to 6 wounds taken.
Enter the remaining hunter into Belakor. So he is going to have 3, well, he's the champion, so 4 attacks, 3s and 3s. And it's actually 3s and 2s because he's within range of the Arc Revenant. So 2, 1 rend.
4 ups.
Sorry, 2 rend because he got charged.
He can't have his save modified. But I fail one of them.
3 damage.
Alright, I got some wards. I make none of those wards. Belakor is up to 9 damage taken already.
Enter the remaining hunter into Belakor. Well, he's the champion, so 4 attacks, 3s and 3s. And it's actually 3s and 2s because he's within range of the Arc Revenant. So 2, 1 rend.
4 ups.
Sorry, 2 rend because he got charged.
He can't have his save modified. But I fail one of them.
3 damage.
Alright, I got some wards. I make none of those wards. Belakor is up to 9 damage taken already.
The hunter also has the Tanglethorn Thicket, so he gets to roll a dice, and if it's a 3-up, it's a mortal wound.
Gotcha.
He's only close enough to Belakor, so 1 additional mortal wound.
1 more mortal wound. On a 6, I stop it. Nothing. Belakor is up to 10 taken. End of Slaves of Darkness, turn 1. We did get our battle tactic because we had a bunch of units fight and nobody was fully destroyed. Belakor is close, but he held on. So we are looking at 8 points because I control a bunch of objectives, but not more than Jen. Can I interest you in a priority roll? 5? 3. Do I want the double turn? I do not want the double turn because I want to maybe try to play for points. So we can get into Sylvaneth. Turn 2.
Turn 2, Sylvaneth Hero Phase. I am going to have Drycha be embittered, so she gets +10 for her melee attack. And my battle tactic is going to be Slay the Entourage, and I'm going to try and kill this unit of warriors.
Yes.
Because they were in the general's regiment.
Gotcha.
I am going to first try and cast...
I get to do my Dark Master first. Mm-hmm. I'm going to declare Belakor's Dark Master ability on Drycha. So whenever she uses any action this turn on a 3-up, it doesn't happen.
Gotcha. I'm first going to try and cast Tree Song with my Tree Lord Ancient over here. I need a 7. I got an 8.
That's an 8. I am in range to try to stop it, so I may as well with the Sorcerer. I do not.
Yay. So those trees got set up right there. And then I'm going to try and cast something with Drycha, but we'll see if that happens.
She does not.
She does not do jack shit. And then I'm going to try and cast Tree Song again, since I can do that. It's my unlimited spell of Sylvaneth, being the tree people, with the regular Tree Lord who has the Spell Slinger. I need another 7. I got exactly a 7.
I will try to stop him with Belakor. You get another tree.
Some more trees have been set up behind my objectives in my territory, and it is now going to be movement.
Magical intervention.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to try to do the Realm Scourge Rupture with the Sorcerer again. Needing a 7. 8 because of off turn. Doesn't matter. Another good command point spendage. I forgot last turn, these guys destroyed a unit, so they get an Eye of the Gods roll. This should have happened end of turn. On a 2, so a 2 is heal 3, so they will just heal that 1 wound.
And then now that it is my movement phase, the Emerald Life Swarm happens, I get to pick this guy. He heals 3. So he is looking a little bit better there. The only thing that moved was the Burning Head scooched up, has pretty big movement, and then these 3 units as well moved up to try and get these guys. I have a ton of shooting attacks, but we are just going to get started. First will be the Burning Head. He is going to go into these guys.
The warriors?
Warriors.
Perfect.
He gets a d6 attacks for 2 2s and 3s. Of course.
Okay.
Of course. And he does take 1 damage from that garbage. And then next up is going to be the regular Tree Lord going into the warriors. He gets 3 3s and 2s. 2 at 1 rend.
All right, I got 4 up armors here. I take both of them.
2 damage apiece.
Ouch. That is 2 warriors killed over here. We'll kill these 2.
The Spirit of Durthu gets 5 attacks, and it is 4s and 3s. Three. And that is going to be 1 rend as well.
4s again. I take 2 of them.
2 damage apiece.
Ow!
Then can you please roll a dice to see if Drycha is allowed to sling her bees at you?
I would love to. No.
Cool. We are now going to do some charges. First up will be the Spite Revenants. They definitely get in there with a 9. We'll do the Spirit of Durthu. He got a 8.
I think that'll do ya. Absolutely. Like that?
Sure. The Tree Lord is just staying right where he is. I suppose, yeah. Take a command point away.
There he is.
Yeah, there he is. He's in.
He loves it. I think I'm gonna have to make your Tree Lords kiss when they're fighting here.
Yeah, fair enough. I would like that. Monstrous rampages. We'll start with the Tree Lord Ancient. I need a 4-up, and those knights are strike last.
Oh! Belakor's. He picks 2 chaos units in combat range of him. There's only 1, which will be the ogres. On a 4-up, they get fights first. They do. So the Ogroids will be fights first this combat. I'm very sad. We just checked. The ogres are just barely outside of 3 of everything here. So I gave them fights first. They are fighting absolutely nothing.
The Tree Lord's Monstrous Rampage is called Lash and Tangle. I need a 3-up. I got that, so the warriors are -1 to wound for the rest of the turn.
Not good for me.
First up, I am going to go with the remaining Kurnoth Hunter. I am going to all-out attack him, and he is within 12 of the Arc Revenant, so he is going to be 2s and 2s.
Hey. Yep, that'll hurt. That's a lot of hits. All right.
3, 1 rend.
4 ups. I need to make 2 of these. 4s! I make all 3. Belakor lives.
Before we move on, I'll do the Kurnoth Hunter's Tanglethorn Thicket. I need a 4-up. I did not get it.
All right. I'm going to go with this Chaos Lord. We'll pile him in there and do his attacks. He gets 5, 3s and 3s. Two rend, 2 damage.
I do believe that just goes straight through their armor.
Okay, so 2 damage each. And then the horse, 5s and 3s. Oh, they get a hit. They get a wound. That is 1 no rend, 1 damage.
4s? Or 5s? Does not matter how much damage?
1. And then I'm going to use the Knights of Chaos to let these knights fight right after. These are the riders, 3s and 2s because of Knights of Chaos. 5, 1 rend, 1 damage.
6s. Yep.
Is that the Spite Revenants?
Yep.
Alright.
I'm gonna go with the Arc Revenant into Belakor. I'm gonna use his aggressive stance again, so add 1 to attacks and 1 to wound rolls. So
All
6
right.
attacks, 3s and 3s.
I really gambled not swinging with him here.
3 at 1 rend.
4s. Oh no, is that 2 damage?
2 damage apiece.
I gambled and I lost. Belakor has been slain. These Chaos Warriors are going to go into Drycha. So I got 1,
I'm
2,
gonna all out defense her.
That is super fair.
I have 1 command point left.
These are 3s and 3s.
Sorry.
No, you're okay. Hits. And 4. 1 rend on Drycha.
Alright, so that is going to be 4s. She makes 2 of them.
Gotcha. 1 damage each.
Alright. I'm going to go with Drycha.
Belakor is dead, but his effect is still on Drycha. On a 3. She cannot fight.
Go with the Gnashing Jaws into the Chaos Warriors. It is 4s and 2s. That was
That's fine.
2.
2. 1 rend. They take both.
It is 1 damage, I think.
1 is killed. 1 more takes a wound.
I forgot to charge the Burning Head since he was hiding behind a rock, but he gets in there. Nope.
Not the spawn. Gotcha. We're gonna go with the Exalted hero here into the Spite Revenants. 5 swings, 3s and 3s. Oh! And 3s. 2 of those, 1 rend, 2 damage.
6s. Said 1 damage?
Yep.
So
Or 2 damage, sorry.
So that kills 2 guys if you want. The Spirit of Durthu is going to go into the Chaos Warriors. 3s and 2s. So that's 2 rend.
Ooh, on 5s. I make 1.
5 damage.
Huh! That's a big sword. So that will be 2 dead. And we'll put a wound on this guy.
Then he gets another attack, 4s and 2s. 2 rend.
5s. I make that one. I'm gonna have these 4 warriors fight the Spite Revenants, actually. I don't think I have much of a shot of taking down one of those trees. So, 3s and 4s, because of the Monstrous Rampage. Ooh! They have crit auto wound. So these 3 wound. And 4s. That is 7 at 1 rend.
They are dead. Next up is the Tree Lord. He has 5 attacks, 4s and 2s. Two, 1 rend.
I make 1 of them.
2 damage.
That'll kill this guy off and put a wound on the next.
And then 4s and 2s. Nothing. Head is going to go into the Chaos Warriors as well. He gets 2d6 attacks. 4, 6. 2s and 3s.
Give me a pound.
Sure. 3, 2 rend.
5s. Oh, I only take 1.
1 damage.
That will just polish off that warrior. 2 warriors left in that fight.
I'm gonna go with the Emerald Life Swarm first for 2d6, 4s and 4s. I get 3 attacks. And nothing.
Alright.
And then I will go with the Tree Lord Ancient. Gets 5 attacks, 4s and 2s. 2.
Rend?
1 rend.
Got 4 ups on the knights. I take both.
2 damage apiece.
That'll kill this knight off and put a wound onto the banner guy.
And then another 4s and 2s. 2 rend.
5 ups. Oh.
3 damage.
Ah! That kills off the banner guy. The last knight here is going to fight into the Tree Lord. 3 hits. 2 wounds, 1 rend, 1 damage, because he did not charge this turn.
4s. He takes 1.
Takes 1?
Mhm.
Right on. And then the horse?
How much damage is that?
Just 1. The horse has 2 swings, hitting on 5s, wounded on 3s. That is 1 more no rend.
4s. Takes that too.
Horse kicks him.
End of my turn. I get 4 points because I didn't get my battle tactic. I healed the Tree Lord Ancient for 3 because I snuck that tree back there, and I have my army passive to just heal 3 instead of a D3. And I strike and faded the Kurnoth Hunter so he has some time to gather his thoughts as well.
I have a boon roll on these knights because they killed a unit. On a 5, they are +1 rend to their weapons for the rest of the battle with Slaughterer's Might. Slaves to Darkness, turn to hero phase. We're looking a little sparse out here, but we're gonna see what happens. We have the Chaos Nexus. It's gonna get 1 more charge point. So it's gonna go up to 6. The Sorcerer Lord is gonna try to put Ocular Visions onto those Chaos Warriors. Needs a 3-up. Gets it. So those Chaos Warriors have a 5-up ward. And we are gonna go for the Realm Scourge Rupture again. So we need a 7 for this cast. We get it on a 9. I'm assuming that's my only cast, so you're gonna try to stop it? Drycha. Man.
Unfortunate.
Magical Intervention. Last command point.
I'm gonna try to do my Dwellers Below spell on the warriors in front of me.
Gotcha.
7. Or 8, I guess. And I got an 8.
8's gonna do it. Let's try to stop that. I got an 8. You were -1 to cast off turn.
I needed a 7. I got an 8.
Yes, but it is a 7. And I got an 8.
Oh,
So I do stop it. Yep.
I see what you're saying.
We tied, but you're -1. We're gonna do some movement. I have like 2 units to move, so we're just gonna do that real quick. And I almost forgot to say, our battle tactic is going to be take their land, that large building there. So we will be trying to contest that objective. End of movement. These Chaos Knights retreated. They did take 1 mortal wound, but they are on that objective and holding that building for our battle tactic. The Sorcerer is running away. The Demon Rift is flying up towards here, looking to shoot something in here. And everything else is in combat. Oh, my Spawn advanced, so we got a 3d6 move. He got a 7, so he's still trucking up the side of the board there. So, that is movement. Into shooting, we're going to shoot the Demon Rift into the Kurnoth Hunter. It is d6 shots for 6, 2s and 3s, with nothing. Okay. 2, 1 rend.
5s. And since he's on the objective now, he gets a ward.
Absolutely.
He doesn't get it.
So it is straight into the charge phase here. The Demon Rift needs an 8-inch to get into that Kurnoth Hunter. A 5 does not get him there, but I will just park him into this Arc Revenant. And then the Ogres just need to not get double 1s, and they are good. So they are gonna plow in here and do some Ogre stuff. Monstrous Rampages. We got some Tree Lords, and we got Drycha, and we got some more Tree Lords.
Alright. I'm just gonna do this Tree Lord and that Tree Lord.
Okay.
Because she's not on an objective, doesn't really matter.
Gotcha.
And this one's only against monsters. It's
Okay.
similar to Durthu. But 4 up for the warriors. Doesn't get it. 4 up for the knights. Doesn't get it.
All right. Wonderful. We are going to do combat starting with the Ogres all into Drycha, I think. I'm going to all-out attack this, and I am going to use their once per battle Unleash Savagery to give them +1 damage on these. So these are 3s and 2s. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11 1 rend 3 damage saves.
Oh, brother, dude. Is there anything that saves in here? 1 rend?
1 rend.
I need a ton of 4s, man. Like a ton of 4s.
I got like so many 4s.
Oh?
I see a good chunk of 4s. Will she get the
6, 9, 12.
Will she get the ward from the Kurnoth Hunter?
No.
No. Dang. So the ogres run in and they do kill Drycha in the middle of the table.
Tree Lord into the knight. 4s and 2s. 1 rend.
4 up. I'm good.
4s and 2s again.
Oh.
2 rend.
5 up. He does
damage.
take that. That knight is down to 1 wound. We are going to come over here to the Exalted hero into this Burning Head. We have 5 swings, 3s and 3s. That is 4 at 1 rend, 2 damage on the Burning Head over here.
Well, it has a 6-up save, so I just get to do the ward, so... yeah.
Alright. Burning Head goes down. The Emerald Life Swarm is piling in to fight into this knight on 1 wound.
2d6 attacks. 4, 6. 4s and 4s. 3.
3.
No rend.
Come on, 3 up armor.
1 damage.
That kills that knight. The warriors into this Gnashing Jaw. 3s and 3s. Crits are auto wounds. That's a lot of crits. So that is 8. 1 rend, 1 damage on the Gnashing Jaw.
So 6s.
Got a
Six,
couple
2,
6s.
And then you said these are 1 damage?
Yep.
I get the ward. Okay.
All right.
So he takes 5.
5 damage on the Gnashing Jaw.
5 attacks. 3s. I'm gonna give him his defensive stance. for
All right.
this. So he has a 4-up ward, just 5 attacks, 3s and 4s again.
Gotcha. 1.
1.
This is on the ogres.
Yeah.
Rend.
1.
5 ups. I
Damage.
do take it. 1 ogre is down to 1 health. The Demon Rift back into the Arc Revenant. 4s and 2s. Glad we did it. Spirit of Durthu going into these Chaos Warriors and very specifically staying 3 inches away from the Exalted hero down here.
Yep. 3s and 2s. 2. 2 rend.
I take both of those.
5 damage.
Per?
Yeah.
So 10 damage?
Yep.
I think you've killed the Chaos Warriors here.
Cool.
The Chaos Lord into the Emerald Life Swarm. 3s and 3s. That is 4, 2 rend, 2 damage.
So that goes through the armor.
6 up wards.
So 6 up wards. Yeah.
Alright, the Emerald Life Swarm goes down as well. Last combat is the Jaws into these warriors. It's the end of the battle round. I'll out defense them.
Okay. 4s and 2s. Classic.
These Jaws are not very hungry today.
No. Oh my.
3 up armor? They're good.
Yeah.
So, that is the end of Slaves to Darkness turn 2. You have some end of battle round abilities.
He's gonna heal 3. So he's only taking 5 wounds now.
It's
He's gonna heal D3.
It's kind of like playing against Nurgle.
How dare you say that to me? Honestly. He heals D3 because he's not a monster.
For 2.
2, so he's back up to full.
Nothing's been hurt over here.
They're not close to trees anyway.
That's true. Is he close enough to a tree?
Maybe. Hopefully.
He is close enough, so he is going to strike and fade out of there. So, points. These warriors are going to get a boon roll. No, the ogres are going to get a boon roll. They killed Drycha. What am I talking about? Their boon roll is a 5. They are +1 rend. They have the Slaughterer's Fury. So they are +1 rend, and those knights are +1 rend. I get 10 points. I control 1, 2, 3, 4 objectives, so I do have more than you, and I do get my battle tactic of that building. So it is going to be 20, or it's going to be 18 to 12. Priority roll. 5 again. Oh, that's a big 6. I didn't take the double turn last round, but I would have this round. Did you want to give me a double turn?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Turn 3, hero phase. I am going to try and summon Emerald Lifeswarm back with the Tree Lord Ancient. I need a 6. I got a 6 exactly.
I'll try to stop it with the Sorcerer over here. I got a 7.
Oh my god. Can't you just let me have this, man?
You stop my Realm Scourge Rupture.
Uh-huh. The Tree Lord is going to try to Tree Song. I need a 7. I got a 12.
Yeah, you can have it.
I'm going to try and rally my Kurnoth Hunter and pray to God that I get 5 4s out of 6.
You better pray to a L'Oreal.
Please? Tree Lady? She didn't appreciate me calling her Tree Lady.
She tried. Magical Intervention. We're going to go for the Realm Scourge Rupture for like a 17th time this game. And this time, I'm not going to pray to the 4 Chaos Gods. I'm going to pray to the 5 Chaos Gods, and I'm going to remember the Great Horned Rat. Come on, Skaven. Yes! No. No.
Okay, I guess you can have that.
That's it. I'm a Skaven player.
That is where she ended up. My battle tactic will be take their land. I would like to capture that little building from them. Also, I just did movement. I walked the spirit paths with this hunter from that objective to this objective because of the tree, and then my Arc Revenant just gets a 12-inch movement, so he just flew over there. I wrapped around these 2 tree lords so that they're touching the objective, and then they're gonna try and beef on that guy before that guy beefs on them. And then I used a command point to advance my Tree Lord Ancient so that he is touching that objective over there. The Tree Lord is going to shoot into the Exalted hero over there. It is 3s and 2s. 2 hits. 1 wound. 1 rend.
3 4-ups. We're good.
And then the Spirit of Durthu is going to shoot into him as well. And that is 4s and 3s. Why couldn't I roll like this for my rally, man? 2 at 1 rend.
We take 1.
2 damage.
Ow.
Tree Lord Ancient is going to shoot into the Chaos Nexus. And it is going to be 4s and 3s. Oh my goodness. 1.
Rend?
1 rend.
I'm good. There's a 4-up save.
Charge phase. I am gonna charge in both of those guys into the Exalted hero. So that guy gets in, and that guy gets in. So stick them both in there.
This is not looking good for me. This is looking terrible.
I'm gonna do the Monstrous Rampage for the Tree Lord, the regular Tree Lord. So I need a 4. I don't get it. That dude's not a monster, I don't think,
no.
So the other one does not really matter. Turn 3 Sylvaneth combat. The Spirit of Durthu is going to be going into this poor man hiding over there.
I would like to all-out defense.
Go figure. I would like to all-out attack because I'm feeling...
seems unnecessary.
I'm feeling like a goober. So, we are going to do 2s and 2s.
Ooh.
You're a joker.
More 2s. I mean 1s, not 2s.
2s? Oh my god.
Oh.
1.
Come on, Great Horned Rat. What's the rend? 2?
2.
4s. That's very good for me.
3s and 2s. That's cocked. 2. 2 rend.
4s.
3 damage.
Oh, he's down to 1. Exalted hero into the regular Tree Lord here. We have 3s and 3s. This is anti... Is he a hero?
Yes.
Okay, so he is anti-hero 1 rend, he is anti-monster 1 rend, and he is +1 damage against monsters. So these are 3s and 3s. That's not what we wanted. Right, that's not what we want today there. So 2 at 3 rend, 3 damage.
So 6 up saves. I save 1. And you said 3 damage?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. The Gnash and Jaws are going to go into the warriors again. 4s and 2s. 2.
1 rend?
I believe so. Let me double check.
It doesn't matter. I make 1 and lose a warrior. We're just going to go straight back in with the warriors. That's all I got in combat. Into the Gnash and Jaw. 2 hits. 2 wounds. 1 rend, 1 damage.
Alright. So that is a 6 up save. You said 2?
Yep.
And 2 damage?
1.
Takes both of those.
He's 11 on 1, isn't he?
He has 10 wounds.
Oh, he's a big boy. Okay.
Freelord is going to be going into that Exalted hero back there. It is 4s and 2s.
That's not good for me.
Alright, so that is 3 1 rend saves.
I am still defensed, so 3s. Hey.
2 damage. End of Sylvaneth turn. In the 3rd battle round, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if I said it on camera, but I did advance him to go touch that objective over there. So I have 10 points because I also got the battle tactic of taking that terrain.
Yes. So that is 22 to 18.
Also, end of turn, this guy just heals a flat 3 because he's a monster, and I am going to strike and fade my Spirit of Durthu to hang out back here. I'll make sure he's 9 inches away.
Slaves to Darkness, turn 3. Our battle tactic is going to be slay the entourage. Him. I will be killing him this turn. We will roll on my silly little Nexus. You know, it's my first time using this Nexus. I should probably put a wizard near it. It gets 2 points. Up to 8. It's almost ready to blow up and do like a mortal wound to something. Really glad I spent $40 on that terrain piece. He's gonna go Ocular Visions onto those warriors. Gets it. They have a ward. Very cool. And he is going to try to cast the Doom Sigil, which he needs a 7 for. He does not get it. End of movement. Knights and ogres are looking at that Spirit of Durthu with the Demon Fire, Dark Fire Demon Rift is over there. We're holding the line over here. Chaos Spawn is just having a great day. He's going for a jog. And the Chaos Lord is coming over to 1v1 the Tree Lord Ancient. So we will see if that's a mistake. We got some shooting to do. This Demon Rift gets D6 shots for 6. 2s and 3s. All hits. 4 wounds onto the Spirit of Durthu. 1 rend, 1 damage.
4s. I take 2 of them.
2 of them, all right. We're just gonna go straight into charges. The Knights here. An 8 is gonna be plenty, and then we'll do the Ogre's charge just while we're recording. 4, let's see if that gets in. A 4 is not gonna get my Ogroids in there. So we're gonna go for the Forward to Victory command point ability. For an 8, that will get them there. Demon Rift is gonna need a big old charge, but we'll try it. An 8 might get it there because he can fly.
Do you want him like back
Yeah,
here?
back there.
Yeah.
Perfect. And then our final charge, Glorious Combat.
You're not gonna try to hit him?
Yeah, sure.
Big man?
You've convinced me. Oh my god. He's gonna go into the Arc Revenant and stay 3 inches away from the Hunter.
Good.
Look at him go! And then the actual real charge is gonna be the Lord over here. With a 7, he is going to get in to fight that the Tree Lord Ancient. We're going to start combat with the ogres into the Spirit of Durthu. We're going to use our last command point to all-out attack them.
I'm gonna roll offensive.
Perfect. So 3s and 2s. They are +1 rend from their boon. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 rend, 2 damage.
4s.
Ooh.
You said 2 damage?
2 damage, yep.
Yeah, so he's dead.
Alright, the Spirit of Durthu does go down. We are coming over and doing the Tree Lord Ancient into the Chaos Lord back here.
4s and 2s.
I get 4 ups against that. I make both of them. Alright. We're going to do these Chaos Warriors into this Jaws. They've been fighting the whole game. We get all hits with a bunch of auto wounds. It is going to be 6 wounds at 1 run onto the Gnashing Jaws there.
6s. Yep. I'm not making 6s.
Alright. The Arc Revenant hiding back there is fighting into the Chaos spawn.
I'm gonna do his aggressive stance.
Gotcha.
3s and 3s. 1.
1.
1 rend.
Chaos Spawn takes it.
2 damage.
2 damage. He is down to 3. The Chaos Lord over here is going to go into the Tree Lord Ancient. He is on 3s and 3s, but he's not Chaos Undivided. So 3s and 3s. Uh-oh. 1, 2 rend, 3 damage.
5s.
And the horse gets 3 swings, 5s. Oh, and 3s. That is 2 no rend, 1 damage.
3s.
1 more goes through onto him. And then I am going to declare his Deathmonger ability. So he is going to take a second fight. So back onto the main weapon. 4 hits. 3 wounds, 2 rend.
5s.
So 6 more damage. Does he have 16? He's at 10 right now, so I'll put him up to 16. Alright, the Tree Lord Ancient finally goes down over here. End of Slaves to Darkness, turn 3. We were going to count points, but that was a very rough turn for the Sylvaneth. I think there's only 3 trees left on the board. So, Jen, it's a very good game. First time trying the Slaves to Darkness, and I think the Knights are a little bit more than I thought they were going to be.
Yeah.
They, last edition, they hit on 4s and 3s. I'm letting them hit on 3s and 3s, and then the Chaos Lord buffing them up to 3s and 2s is a lot. And 4 health a model?
Yeah.
They buff them so much?
Yeah.
Do you have an MVP unit?
Hard to say.
The Tree Lord Ancient over here did survive in the middle of that for a while, and he killed a whole unit of Knights on his own.
Yeah.
I think
But he also didn't capture any objectives because he was just tied up the whole time.
that's true. But he survived.
Probably the Spirit of Durthu.
Yeah, the Spirit of Durthu.
Did the most.
Yeah, the 5 damage sword is brutal. As much as I want to say the Knights, I think it's the Ogres. Because they killed Drycha and the Spirit of Durthu. They just, with the Mark of Khorne, they put out so many attacks.
Yeah.
Well, very good game. And that's all. Bye.